So it looks like we are live. Welcome, viewers, and a pleasant Sunday good afternoon to everyone. Thanks for joining. My name is Dr. Sherry Tomlin, and we are going to talk about some exciting things happening on MacMillionMovies.tv this summer. I know it's hot, and we're going to make it a little bit hotter, so stay tuned and check this out.
This is West meets East. Let the best story win. Keep pushing boundaries.
All right, let me know if you can hear me. All right, so how's your weekend going? I hope it's going good. Let's see if we're live. Let me check something. Hold on. Yeah, it says we're live. Okay. All right, that's cool. So let me share the link. It's going good. Let's see if we're live. Let me check. Come on in, everyone. We're waiting for you. Thanks for checking in to MacMillionMovies.tv today. Share the link. All right. We want Zambia to come on in. We want Nigeria. We want Ghana. We want Gambia. Thanks for checking in to MacMillionMovies.tv today. Okay. Can you see my screen? Let me know. We want Zambia to come on in. We want Nigeria. We want Ghana. We want Gambia. Thanks for checking in. Can you see my screen? Let me know. Okay. Can you see my screen? Let me know. All right. I don't know if it's going to work well, but we got to get on with it because I know you have a lot of things to do today, even if it's just to relax and, get your chores done. So all right. I don't know if it's going to work well, but we got to get on with it because I know you have a lot of things to do today, even if it's just to relax. All right. So today I'll be sharing the latest highlights and upcoming events right here on MacMillionMovies.tv. Let me share my screen. Okay. Now I found that place to go. Okay. All righty. So we don't have any of our directors here today. The director for African Bodyguard, the director for Yambezi, but we will have Director Paul on August 9th with us. And we're going to have director, he's from Zambia, Zambian director, Paul S. Willow. If you look him up on YouTube, they'll say he's a prominent director, my dear. So before that, next Sunday, we're going to have director Jay Leo on from Nigeria. And he's the African Bodyguard director, among other movies that, he's done for us. So we'll be here at 5 p.m. Nigeria time, 11 a.m. Central next Sunday on time. Okay. So Director Jay Leo is a mixed martial arts national champion, 5-time mixed martial arts champion. So he'll be joining us. And let's see if you can see his picture here. Okay. Let me stop sharing and then go back. All right. Give me 1 second, everyone. Okay, so I hope you could see him. That's Director J. Leo. He'll be joining us next Sunday at 5 p.m. Nigeria time, 11 a.m. Central. So he's a Nollywood director, and he will he's agreed to join us for Battle of the Directors. East meets West. I can't talk today. So this was going to be a 6-week podcast series featuring some of our favorite African directors, movie stars, and music artists. So join us in August, and we need you. We need our audience to show up, to give us your support. Let us know your opinions, okay? Let the African diaspora know who your favorite stars and filmmakers are. Watch those trailers. We have some episodes from African Bodyguard on MacMillion.tv. We have the Monkey Business YouTube channel. We have the Spirits of Yambezi YouTube channel. So watch some of the trailers, join the conversation, and help us to celebrate these extraordinary directors, actors, singers from across the African continent. So you're currently looking at Director J. Leo on the screen. He's the African Bodyguard director, and he starred in the movie as well with Sunshine Rosman, Juliet Ibrahim. And African Bodyguard it's actually based on a true story about a Fulani cowboy in Senegal. It's funny how there's Fulani people in Nigeria, tearing up the place. And then there's people in Senegal who are Fulani who are trying to do the right thing. They're trying not to move across Africa with 1,000 cows, destroying people's land, uh, just moving from place to place. They don't want to do that anymore. So we have this young man who ended up becoming a bodyguard for the president of Mauritania. And he ended up coming back to his village in Senegal after being stressed out. He lost his girlfriend in an accident, and he decided to, you know, do some farming, get some help from the government, and the government didn't respond to him. So that's when, he reached out to my nonprofit, and I got involved and tried to help them. At the time, they had cows dying, horses dying, people dying. So this was back maybe 7 years ago. So for the past 7 years, we've been supporting the farmers, the villages in Senegal. Uh, we have, helped Tali and his people. And these communities in Senegal are now seeing positive changes because before, the French used to import their milk and the local people didn't have a way to get their milk to the factories. So now things are changing a little, things are a little better in Senegal. And the funny thing is, at the time, the president of Senegal was Fulani. So yeah, hopefully Tali will see his dream come true, which is to establish a farm and build a stable village. And through your support for our movies, we are able to help people in Senegal, the Gambia, Zambia, Ghana. We're, doing a lot across Africa through our programs, through our movies, uh, through our books. Uh, yeah, so we need your support, viewers, to make this dream possible. And hopefully we'll have an app before the end of the year so you can, download all the movies and be able to enjoy that every month. We'll, have a place where you can come to see new releases, to just, have a have access to our community. So our commitment is to support African creativity and try to reach the young people who are,
working hard to make these movies. You know, it's not AI, it's real people, you know. Uh, we have, like I said, award-winning director Paul S. Willow. We have director, award-winning director Jay Leo, who's also a musician. He has a new song coming out, so check out MacMillion Music on YouTube. By Wednesday, the new release should be ready. So yeah, there's a lot happening right here on MacMillionMovie.tv. All right. So nothing seems like it wants to work right today, but that's okay. I'm going to keep going. So yeah, we have the East meets West story coming up, a battle of the directors. Okay. So we want to give these directors their recognition, the recognition they deserve. So stay with us, viewers, as we uh, tell you more, and please subscribe. Um,
Battle of the directors.
yeah, so the battle is not going to be rooted in hostility. It's going to be a friendly, creative competition that's designed to introduce audiences to the talented people who are working behind the camera. So actors are often the most visible people in a movie, but every great performance, we all know, depends on the director who has the vision, the determination to bring the story to life, right? So we're going to introduce you to some, like I told you earlier, extraordinary directors that we have
Every great performance
on our team.
we all know depends on
And
has the vision.
this will give the filmmakers an opportunity to discuss their work starting next week, show their trailers, explain their creative choices, and introduce us to actors and communities behind their movies. So, like I said, we'll begin next Saturday at 11 a.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern, and we'll have the director from Nigeria join us. We want to welcome more filmmakers from Ghana, Kenya, South Africa, all the countries across the continent as well. It's about building bridges across Africa and throughout the African diaspora. So let's see what they have to share with us next week. Yeah, so I know it's okay.
Get ready for non-stop African entertainment on MacMillionMovies.tv. Watch the latest episodes of African Bodyguard. Check out the Monkey Business movie and get ready for non-stop African entertainment on MacMillionMovies.tv. Watch the latest episodes of African Bodyguard. Check out the Monkey Business movie and
Yeah. So I don't know why my sharing isn't going good today, but anyway, we continue. Yeah, so let me tell you more about director Jay Leo. He is not a one-dimensional creator. He's a five-time mixed martial arts champion. He's a music artist, an actor, a Nollywood director, and you need a lot of discipline to, be a champion and to have that type of work ethics. So he helped us to make the African Bodyguard movie, and that project means a great deal to me personally because, like I said, we tried to do it as a fundraiser, and we'll talk more with him about, the difficulties they had filming that movie. They had to go out to remote places where the Fulani people live and all sorts of things happen, when you're not in a place you're familiar with. So we'll discuss with him more about the music, Sugar Rush. He goes by Jay Sugar. That's his name, his for singing, his stage name. So look for Sugar Rush by Jay Sugar. It's on Spotify, YouTube right now, but we have a really nice video coming out this week. So I want everyone watching to bring your questions next week about, the movies, music, career, anything you'd like to know. So we said on August 9th, we'll welcome award-winning Zambian director Paul S. Willow. So he's the director of Spirits of Yambezi, and that project was created with the help of a lot of young actors and singers in Zambia. So this is where East will meet West starting August 9th. Yeah, we'll have both directors on August 9th. Next week, it's just director J. Leo. So let me explain how you viewers can participate throughout this 6-week series. Okay, the directors will present their movies, trailers, creative vision, and we want you to watch carefully and share your honest opinion, of course, respectfully, when evaluating the directors. We want you to consider several things. What story captures your attention the most? What trailer makes you want to watch the entire movie? And what director developed the strongest characters in their movie? Which movie delivered the most powerful message? And which director makes the most creative use of available locations and resources? Director J. Leo, like I said, he went to a remote place out there, to film African Bodyguard. Director Paul S. Willow, he went to, a remote place in Zambia. And these are places I wouldn't go. These are places you probably wouldn't go. But these are places these directors went and they took like, 30, 40 people with them. So, and they all made it back, it's as a producer, as executive producer for these movies, it's like, you know, uh, it's very nerve-wracking when you have to wait for them a whole week, to finish making the movie and to make sure nobody, is in the hospital or, transition during the filming. So thank God we've always had people come back, in intact. So that's a good thing. Uh, one of the good things that we have been able to give thanks for. So leave your answers in the comments below. If you want to email us, you can email us at, I would say African Bodyguard at gmail.com, African Bodyguard 2020 at gmail.com if you want to email us. So we're here to build up African creators, not tear anyone down. So during the upcoming interviews, we'll ask the directors questions that will go beyond the usual promotional conversations. Okay. What questions should we ask? What's the movie that inspired them the most? How do they select their actors? What's the most difficult scenes they've ever directed? So yeah, we have like 100 questions we're going to be asking them. We'll give both directors the same creative challenge and compare how each one approaches the challenge, okay? So this will allow us to see how talented filmmakers can be who have the same idea, but somehow produce completely different visions, right? So when you support independent African movies, viewers, you're not only supporting one director, you're also supporting many actors, camera operators, editors, musicians, costume designers, makeup artists, location managers, writers, and young people who may be receiving their first opportunity to work in the entertainment industry. So, a successful African production can create jobs, preserve culture, encourage tourism, and show the youth that their stories have value. Their work is valuable. Okay. We can find ways, even if your government isn't helping you, you can find ways to help yourself. All right. So we cannot say that African filmmakers deserve global recognition while ignoring their work when it becomes available. So that's part of our problem in our community. Um, we have other uh, filmmakers who are well connected, well funded, and just because we're not doesn't mean we're not capable, we're not, ready to do something great or even better than what we're doing. We just have to work with, whatever we have available. So your support goes beyond words, okay? This will Your support, just liking this video, even though it's choppy, I know, but I'm going to keep going. I'm having technical issues, but listen, I want you to watch the movies, share the trailers, participate in our conversations, and help us to introduce these creators to new audiences. So once again, our schedule for August will be Director J. Leo joining us Sunday, August 2nd, 11 a.m. Central Time, 5 p.m. Nigeria time. Director Paul S. Willow from Zambia will be joining us Sunday, August the 9th, 11 a.m. same time, Central Time, 5 p.m. Nigeria time, 6 p.m. Zambia time. So go ahead, please subscribe to MacMillionMovies.tv. Turn on your notifications, share this announcement with your family and friends, leave a comment below, and tell us where you're watching from. And this is only the beginning, okay? I want to do a promo video this week so that we'll be ready to have everyone join us next Sunday at 11 a.m. Central, 5 p.m. Nigeria time, 6 p.m. Zambia time, for East meets West as we connect Africa with the diaspora, the African diaspora, and with our African filmmakers who will be prepared to tell you their story. So viewers, thank you for spending a little time with me. I don't want to go. I want to talk more. Let me see if there's a way I can do that. Let's see. Okay. I know you saw director Paul Willow already, but anyway, I'll have more next week. Tune in to MacMillionMusic.tv on Wednesday for the new release by director J. Leo, Sugar Rush. You can listen to it on MacMillionMusic.tv, on Spotify, and TikTok. All right. Until next week. We'll see you back on MacMillionMovies.tv.